Hi Leo, welcome to April. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com, and I'm getting ready to do your April Love TarotScope. And first I want to call in some good energy for this reading. Create some sacred space. And let's see what we've got going on in April. What does Leo need to know about love and relationships for the month of April? We have a new moon in Aries, which is favorable to Leo, on the 15th, and a full moon in Scorpio on the 29th. So things will be coming to a fruition at the end of the month. And both these astrological events are connected to the North Node in Leo. So this is karmic. It's a karmic time. We're being called to follow our true karmic path, wherever that may lead. So, what does Leo need to know about love and relationships? What does Leo need to know about love and relationship? For the month of April. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. I forgot. Okay, let's see. The Knight of Swords. Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Five of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Swords in the present. This is restless energy. You may be feeling restless in April, like you want to jump into something, but you're really not sure what you want to do because you have the Seven of Cups here. So the Seven of Cups represents choices and indecision. Kind of like you've got all these options and you're not really acting on them, you're just thinking about them. But at the same time, you've got this warrior energy. This Knight of Swords, you're just restless and you might even feel like arguing with people because the Knight of Swords energy likes to argue. They're looking to do battle. And if it's not you, then you could be dealing with someone like that. Someone who is just so focused on their own goals that they're not really aware of what's going on around them. They're not aware of how their actions are affecting others. At the same time, there's this confusion because you're kind of like wanting to jump into something, but you have too many options and you're not sure which direction to go in. And so you're kind of like stalling. And at the same time, you have this anxiety, like I want to do something, but you're like holding yourself back. So it could be that you're trying to decide about a relationship. Do I stay or do I go? Do I choose this person or that person? You're not sure what to do. And there could be an issue with with the Six of Pentacles here, you could be giving too much in a relationship or not giving enough. There's an imbalance in the giving with the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of someone who you could be working in a career that helps others. But you could also be in a relationship where either it could be that your partner is doing all the giving and you're just doing all the receiving and you're not really, or it could be the other way around, that you're doing all the giving, you're taking care of someone, you're paying all the bills, and you feel like they're not doing their fair share. There's like an imbalance with one of you. And you might be arguing over it. It seems like you're getting fed up about something and you're ready to do battle. Because the Knight of Swords energy is a warrior energy. It's a fighting energy. It's like, I've got to do something. I don't care for good or for bad. I've just got to do something. So you may be feeling very impatient in April. The Five of Wands is a card of internal conflict. Sometimes, you know, I feel like it's all about this decision making. You may be fighting with a partner over petty things, little things that don't really mean anything. So I feel like there are issues that you're not discussing. And so instead of discussing the major issues, you're just fighting over the little things. You're letting the little things get to you. Because this is a card of people not seeing eye to eye. You know, where you should be working as a team or as a partnership, as a group, you're fighting each other. This person wants to do this, that person wants to do that. And maybe you could be a little bit selfish, or you're dealing with someone who's a little selfish, where you're just thinking of your own goals and you're not thinking about the group. You're just thinking about, you know, what you need. So if that's you, you need to compromise a little bit or see things from the other person's perspective. If it's a partner, then you need to communicate about your needs. You might say, you know, need to communicate like what you're expecting out of the partnership. How can we make this more fair for both of us? And if you're the one doing a lot of the giving, you have to remember with the Six of Pentacles that you have to also give to yourself. You have to take time out and recharge. You can't be doing everything for everyone and still have the energy to go on. So you have to learn how to say no and know what your limits are with this card. So if someone is draining you or asking too much, you have to learn how to set boundaries and say no. With the Seven of Pentacles coming up, this is also a card of you've planted some seeds. So there could be some career energy in this reading also. Or it even could be that you've started a relationship and you're wondering where it's going to go. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like the sevens represent transitions. And fives represent instability. So things are kind of changing. You sense that there are changes on the horizon. And a part of you is really not sure what direction to go in a relationship. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're kind of wondering, okay, where is this all going to go? What's the outcome going to be? Now, the Page of Wands, this is a message. So you may get a positive message in the near future. This is, you know, good news coming. And you could be hearing from someone who could be a fire sign. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be connecting with someone from the past because Mercury's retrograde now. So sometimes people from the past come back during the Mercury retrograde period. You have the Queen of Swords here. Maybe this is a person that you are involved with. Could be an air sign. Queen of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But even if it's not the sign, it could be that it's someone who has kind of a tough exterior. The Queen of Swords is someone who's like no nonsense. So you could be having arguments with someone who you feel is a little bit too judgmental, maybe too harsh in their opinions. Queen of Swords energy is like off with your head. And this could be male or female. Don't go by the court cards. I mean, the cards represent personalities, but they could be either sex. I always like to go by the personality. The personality of the Queen. Queen's been hurt. And the Queen has lost her trust in people, in partnership. And so she has this wall built around her, and that could be you. Maybe you've been through a lot in a relationship. And now you've got this, don't come too close, you know. You have to prove yourself before you get into the kingdom, you know. You have to show me that I can trust you before I open my heart up to you. This is the energy of the Queen. And until then, she has this tough exterior, but really she doesn't have... it's just to hide the tenderness within. She's afraid to be vulnerable. So you may be dealing with those issues in a relationship where you need to either drop your guard and be vulnerable and let someone know how you feel. You know, don't be so independent. You have this, you might be giving off this vibe of, I don't want a commitment, I don't want to get involved with anyone, I want to be free, I want to be me, whatever. And you're pushing people away. So even though you may want to connect with someone, you might be giving the vibe of, no, stay away, I need, you know, space. So that could be stopping you from connecting in a partnership. So you need to drop your guard, because this is in your fear sector. So I think you're afraid to be vulnerable. I think you're afraid to show your feelings, because maybe you're afraid of rejection, or maybe you're afraid of being hurt. But if you have a partner, look at this 10 of Pentacles. There could be someone in your life that you really is there for you. Someone that makes you feel secure. Someone that is like family. This is a card of wealth, but it's also more than wealth. It's a card of security. Like, I'm safe. When I'm with this person, I feel safe. I feel like they have my back. I know that they're there for me. And even if I run into any kind of jams, they can help me. Because this is a card of security, and also it's financial security too. So you may be dealing with a partner who has money or financial security, and maybe they're sharing it with you. With the 6 of Pentacles here, maybe you have a partner that's helping you out financially. But there is kind of an imbalance there. So that could be why you're having some issues. If you're having any issues at all, it's probably over money, because one person is spending more than the other, or taking care of the other financially, supporting the other maybe. The Knight of Pentacles, this could be someone, it could even be an earth sign. So if you're either dealing with an air sign or an earth sign, this is a person who could be very down to earth. Maybe you have 2 people that you're dealing with, I don't know. Very down to earth. This is an earth sign. Aries, that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone who's very dependable, hard worker. You can always count on them. They're always going to be there for you. So it's possible that you've been pushing them away or keeping them at a distance, because you're independent. You've been very independent. But I feel like things are changing, because you have the 3 of Wands here. So if you've been waiting for results concerning either a partnership or some kind of career opportunity, because sometimes the Wands to me represent more career things, but the 3 of Wands represents seeing the results of your efforts bear fruit. It's like you've been waiting for things to happen, and now they're going to start coming together. So the 3 of Wands could be if you've been working on something and expecting some type of monetary reward for all your efforts. You know, maybe you've been putting a lot of energy toward a project and you haven't seen any financial return. You're going to start to see that in April. You may hear some good news in April. So I think relationship-wise, you have someone there for you that's there to support you. So no matter what kind of trouble you run into financially, you've got someone there as a cushion that you can fall back on. But also, your plans are going to start to bear fruit. It's not just, you know, the romantic thing. I feel like there's going to be some project that you've been struggling with that is now going to start to show some promise. And it may happen in April. Especially with the new moon in Aries. I think that's going to be good for you, because it's, first of all, you're a fire sign, so it's going to be harmonizing with you in Aries. Let's see what the astrology has to say. So the new moon for you is going to be connecting to Uranus. Well, the new moon is connected with Uranus. So that means surprise. What you least expect. I mean, you never know what you're going to get with Uranus. But it's falling in the 9th house. And the 9th house is the house of publishing, higher education, spirituality, long-distance travel. So you could have a new beginning if you're working on some type of project that involves any of those subjects. You know, publishing, higher education, spirituality, even you might be traveling. You may decide that you want to take a trip to foreign shores. There could be some opportunity for a new beginning. Unexpectedly, it could come out of the blue. You get this opportunity to travel, or an opportunity to teach or to learn. Venus is in your 10th house, so you're going to be working on a creative project that's going to bring you a lot of joy and money. Venus is the planet of money, and Venus in Taurus is opposed by Jupiter, and that's in your 4th house. So you could be moving into a home. You could be moving in April to a new location, into a bigger home or brighter, a more cheerful environment. And it could be because of some career success that brings in money, that now you can afford to purchase something that's up to your standards. You've got all these planets going through the 6th house. Mars, Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn. So you could be, if you're working too hard, you might be having some health issues if you're not careful. So don't overwork. But the other thing is, like, Mars and Saturn in the 6th house alone is like you're a slave to your job. You're a workaholic. So you want to watch your health, that you don't overwork. But Jupiter in the 4th and Venus in the 10th, you're enjoying the work that you do. Venus in the 10th, you might be working on a creative project, something that really represents you, self-expression. So it could be music, art, some type of creative writing. Whatever it is, it's connected. You know, you have Mercury trine the North Node in Leo, so it could be creating, having to do with writing or communicating in some way. Whatever you're communicating, it's going to bring a good return eventually. I mean, you're going to hear some good news, and you're going to feel more financially secure in April, both in partnership and in career. The full moon is falling in Scorpio on the 29th. And that's going to affect your 4th house and your 10th house. So something is coming to completion. You're going to be completing some project at the end of the month. And it's going to be ready for the public, for public consumption. Or it's good because the 10th house is your public, your status. You've got Saturn in the 6th, so you're working really hard on this thing. Mercury is in the 9th house. Yep, you might be publishing something. Either that or you're teaching something, because the 9th house is higher education. You're either going back to school or you're teaching something, your knowledge. You're going to get some type of career success where you're going to be, maybe you're even traveling. Maybe you're getting global exposure. You're reaching out to people around the globe. Whatever your message is, it's reaching a lot of people. And you're going to get publicity and recognition in April. So I don't know if this is so much a love month. It could be. I mean, if you drop your guard and let some people get close to you, you could have love. If you could make up a decision, about what you want in a relationship. But I think in other ways, you're going to have some type of financial abundance come through, and it may come through a partner. Maybe a partner that you're involved in has some type of luck financially, and you benefit in some way by that. But either way, you've got the wealth card, you've got the 3 of Wands, which means working together in partnership. You're going to be part of a team, and that team effort is going to bring results. So don't be the lone wolf in April. That's don't be, quick to fight with everyone. Learn how to compromise. Learn how to see things from another person's perspective. Learn how to be a team player. because we just came out of the full moon in Libra, which was about the contrast between being the lone wolf and working, you know, diplomatically, collaboratively with others. So you're learning those lessons. You're learning how to work with others. You're learning that, you know, no man is an island, that you have to be successful in life, you have to team up with others. No one does it alone. It's the team effort that wins. So I think you're going to be focused on teamwork in April, and that you're going to see some successes. So make those choices. Choose something that you really feel passionate about and put your energy there. And you'll see wealth and abundance come your way, and recognition, and a change in status. So there could be romance involved too. Like maybe you decide to commit to someone instead of being, you know, the lone wolf, or being the person who lives in the tower. Break those walls down. Learn. Try to be vulnerable. I mean, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let someone see your softer side. To let someone know how you feel. You don't have to be so distant or tough. You have to trust. And if you're dealing with this Knight of Pentacles, this person is not going to hurt you. This person is very steady, very stable. So you don't have to worry as much. You know, whatever you've been through in the past. I think you can trust this. So, that's my message for April, Leo. I wish you much luck and much abundance and recognition. May you be shining in the spotlight in April. And may all your goals and dreams come to fruition with abundance. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you would like to have a personal reading, just contact me. Go to my website. The link is in the description. And we can get you scheduled for a reading. So anytime, I will see you next month. Have a happy Easter. If you're celebrating Easter, happy April. Happy beginning of spring. And I will talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.